everyone, it's Tiffany with Ready, Set, Create, coming to you with a live process video. I am recording this on Sunday, April 28th. Oh wow, it's almost the end of April. Sunday, April 28th, 2024. Live on my Facebook page, but then the replay will be available to watch anytime on my YouTube channel. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. Wrapping things up around here. I am going to be scrapping some pictures from an Oscar viewing party that I went to, and I saw a layout over the weekend on I think it was on the Creative Memories virtual crop page, and someone did a layout using the admission ticket border punch, and it was really cool, so I want to try to scrap lift that. So I'm going to be using this punch. And I don't think I've used it before, so I thought I saw the layout, and then I went through my photos, and I was like, "Ooh, Oscar party tickets, that would kind of work for that." So I'm going to get my photos ready first, and I have I took a picture of the ballot because we got to vote on our choices for the Oscar winners. So I have a picture of the ballot and a selfie of course. And then they served food, so there was a plate that I took a picture of that said lights, camera, party. And it was at my local, it's a really cool local movie theater called the Park Theater in Jaffrey, New Hampshire. So I took a picture of the table, and they had the red carpet playing before the Oscars started. And then they had a red carpet that you could walk. So I did a screen grab from their live red carpet show. Screen grab of myself. And then this is the Instagram post that they had, the theater posted saying Oscar viewer party tonight. I oftentimes will look on Instagram for if I attended an event, and I will look and see if they had any social media related to the event that I could grab some screen grabs of. If nothing else, just to remember the dates and the info, but you know, that makes a good piece to put on the layout as well. I'm actually going to trim this side a little bit too. And so this is one of my first layouts, or maybe the first layout that I'm working on in my 2024 album. I haven't gotten started on that. And I'm actually going to be doing it in a happy album this year, because I just decided to give that a try. I'm going to do my everyday layouts in a happy album and see what I think of that. So I decided that I wanted to build it on a black background, but I wanted to have a little bit of a frame around each one. So I trimmed these to be a little bit smaller, about 1/4 inch smaller than what the background is, so that I have a little bit of a white frame around the whole thing. Hi, Gail. I was thinking of you today and wondering if I would see you. Now, because these pages are smaller, I might have too many photos, because even though I did print these small, there's not a lot of room on here. So I'm actually just going to set these photos aside. I'm going to start with the tickets, because I know I want to do the ticket thing on here. This is the last of my silver and gold collection, and this is it. You will not see it again. I am finishing it tonight. I only purchased the designer paper pack. I tend to like the, you know, I got one package of that. So I had the designer paper. I have only 2 partial sheets left of that. I have a few border stickers left. I have a couple of little embellishments. I do have the alphabets left, and those will just go into my regular stash. And then I have a lot of little scraps. That's all that I have left. So this will work well for tonight's layout, because I am wearing, I don't know if you can tell in the picture, but the dress I am wearing is black with like tiny gold dots. It looks like black and white, but it was actually gold. And then the plates were black and gold. So I figured I would do the silver and gold collection for this. So I'm going to set my pages aside so that I can do my punching. And I think I'm going to do my tickets on this paper. Oh, thanks, Gail. It's nice because I feel like I'm scrapping with people instead of scrapping by myself. When I scrap by myself, I tend to talk to myself. So it's nice to scrap with people. So on this one, there's a little tiny little line here. So that's what I'm matching up my starter paper, the end. I'm matching it up to that line. That's where I'm starting the punch. And then each time after that, I'm just moving it down and matching up the picture on the punch. And Creative Memories designer paper works well with the punches because it's fairly thin. It's fairly lightweight paper. So you don't have to worry about jamming up your punches. If you're using, I wouldn't use a heavy duty cardstock on punches because that can jam up your punches sometimes. I'm going to do 2 strips of these tickets. I'm going to be cutting them apart, but I want to have enough so that I don't have to go back. So I just keep moving it along and matching up that picture as best I can. Okay, I've got 2 rows of tickets. I think that will be enough, but I can always punch more if I need to. Pull my papers back. And I think I'm actually going to just stick this down. Oh, I didn't have to flip that over. I'm going to stick the cardstock right down on my background so I can build right on here. This is different for me because normally I work with 12 by 12s and I use the full pocket page, the 12 by 12 pocket. So I just make a page and then I just slip it into the pockets in whatever order I need them to go in. So this album only has these kind of refills or 2 4 by 6 pockets. So I'm gonna have to plan a little bit better for this album because once I stick something down, I can't change the order. So I think a lot of times I might be working on paper and then gluing it down later because I don't really plan well. I just scrapbook what I feel like scrapping. So what I'm gonna do is trim these. These came out a little bit crooked, but that's okay. Because for what I'm doing, I think that might work out all right. So I'm going to kind of do every other. So that you can see the 2 different patterns. I want to make sure I move these. I can fit another one there, like that. And then I'll do the same thing over here. And then just line these up. I just want kind of a wonky border across the top, and they can be crooked. That's fine. Just want to be able to fit them all in there. Okay. That's sort of a dry fit of how I want them to go. Now I'm going to go back in and I am going to tack them down. And I'm going to use my removable adhesive. That way, if I need to move them around at all, I can. Doing something like this, removable adhesive is always going to be your friend because, you know, you never know. You might stick that down and say, oh, that's actually not how I wanted it to go. I don't love that look. And because these have, this punch has little holes in it, that removable adhesive isn't gonna stick where I don't want it to stick. So that's really helpful too. Hi Angel, how are you doing tonight? Hope you've had a nice weekend. I did some yard work today and I was talking to my sister on the phone, which helped me a lot because I tend to give up on yard work way too easily. So being on the phone distracted me and I just kept going and kept raking. And I got some sun, which was great. It felt so nice to be out in the sunshine. I missed every day last week because I was working and I would catch the tail end of the sunshine, but really didn't get to enjoy it. So I was happy to be out there today and got some work done. And you know, then I'll sleep really well. I went to the gym today. I did grocery shopping. I feel like I get a gold star for adulting today because I got a lot done. All right, so there's my border. I know it doesn't look like much at the moment. I'm gonna flip it over and just use my scissors to trim that edge. Just so that's off of there. Do the same thing on this side. Now I'm going to take this piece of paper. Yeah, it was a great day for yard work, wasn't it? And I'm just going to trim a little, like a 1/2-inch strip. Sort of eyeballing it. No, not even a 1/2-inch strip. A very thin strip of this gold and white stripe paper. And I'm going to put this across the top. Just to kind of cover that top edge a little bit. And give sort of a finished look to the top of the page. And again, I'm using my repositionable because that's going to give me a little bit more wiggle room if I need to pull this up and change position of it if it didn't lay down quite straight. It gives me that opportunity to do that. Okay, so there's my border. Now I'm going to pull my photos and see. I might not use all of them. I definitely want this one because that's going to be my title. I'm not going to do anything else for a title there. And I want my selfie because that's cute. I probably don't need this red carpet one. So maybe I will just do then the picture of the theater and my ballot. I didn't get many right when it came to choosing Oscar winners. I was not a very good picker. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. That's pretty simple. That works. So I am going to stick these down. Oh, hi Judy. So anytime if I go to concerts, if I go to theater events, I will always look at their Instagram and see what they've posted for social media things, because I will oftentimes find something like this, a graphic, that will work really well on my layout. Now I'm going to mat this photo on some of this yellow, just to make it stand out a little bit. I was feeling pretty in my Oscar dress. This was also my New Year's Eve dress. And sadly, no one else got dressed up, so I felt a little bit overdressed, but that's okay. I felt great. I liked the dress. Sparkly. And I don't often get very dressy, so. And this dress is super comfortable. All right, and I'm gonna grab some foam, throw that on the back to pop that up a little bit. So I love to do that with a main photo. Choose the main one, mat it. Where's my glue? Oh, I think it's upstairs. I was doing a project upstairs and I think my glue is upstairs, so I'm just gonna use my 3M. No, never too overdressed. And this dress is so comfortable and it has pockets. So it was perfect. I mean, who can beat a dress with pockets? I'm gonna trim this one a little bit. This photo of my ballot. Oh, I think this one too. This is gonna be an adjustment for me, I gotta say, working in the Happy album this year, but I think it's gonna be kind of nice because, you know, I don't have as much going on in my life as I used to. I don't have kids and, you know, I have kids, but they're adults, and I don't have like pictures of cute kids and things like that. So I just tend to have less photos these days. So I just think that working in a Happy album this year will be a nice change of pace. I think we'll do that. I think I'm gonna tuck that one underneath. I don't wanna cross off, I don't wanna cover up any of the ballot, because this is just a nice memory. You know, years from now I can look at this and go, oh, that's the movie that was up for Best Picture or whatever. So now what I really liked about the layout I saw online is she did some doodling on her tickets, and it was just really cute. So I am going to go on all of the yellow tickets, and I'm going to do a little bit of just doodling around the edge with the fine tip of the journal pen. And I'm not too worried about it being perfect. I'm just kind of adding a little bit of something to it. She also did some writing on hers, which I liked. I don't know that I will do that, but I did like the look of it. Okay, and then, let's see. I've got my white Jelly Roll pen, so I'm gonna try that on the, this is a new one, so I'm just kind of getting it going. I think I'm getting it going. Let's see. I'm gonna try this on the gray and see how it looks. It might not even show up. Kind of. Probably if it was darker paper, it would show up even more. But if you're ever looking for gel pens, I think the Jelly Roll brand is the best kind. This one just might need a little bit more time to get going because it's a brand new pen. I haven't used it before. Just doing a little doodling around all the edges of the tickets. And then I think I'll try it on the background of the paper too, because I've got this black, oh yeah, it looks, shows up a lot better on the black. I love a good doodled edge. that side, and I'll do this one. And then I'll pull out my embellishments and see if I can use those up, because I am not going to use this collection after this. I'm all done. Okay. So let's see. I have, I don't need these letter stickers, so those are just going to go in my stash, because I don't think this needs a title. It's pretty self-explanatory, and then I'll do some journaling. But let's see, I have these 3 little embellishments, so I'll use those. And that'll be the end of that. And then I have, ooh, that's kind of pretty. Or these sparkly. Maybe I'll try and see if I can use these. Let's see. I think on the example, she also had a piece going across here, but I really don't want to lose the tickets. I could put it there. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah. Put it over that border a little bit. And then I get some of that metallic in there. So I'll do that one there. And then she also had little pieces that she used kind of on the edges of her photo, so I'm gonna see if I can do that with this gray. I'm just gonna do a little piece. I'm gonna trim it because I want it to be really narrow. Almost like the look of washi tape, but just using a little scrap and just putting it on the edge like you would with washi tape. Where'd that other piece go? Lost it already. Put a little piece here. Oh, there it is. It's yellow. I was looking for gray. Let's see. Put a little piece there. And then maybe I'll put one down there. So just using up some little teeny tiny scraps. And now I have these 3 little guys. I will add on. I want them to show up. Put that one there. The Jelly Roll pen is not a Creative Memories product. They do have a chalking pen. I'm not sure if it's still around. I have a few in my shop. I don't know if they're still selling the chalking pen. But the chalking pen is a thicker ink. So the Jelly Roll is a nice fine tip. And you can use it for journaling. You can use it on dark paper. And it comes in lots of different colors. So I do like using the Jelly Roll, but no, it's not a Creative Memories. You can get it at Michael's or Joann's, that kind of thing. So let's see. I don't know if I need any other things. It's got a lot going on. I'm going to do, I think I'll do my journaling right here, just saying that, you know, I got to go to the Park Theater and have the Oscar party. But I think that's probably going to be it. There's not a lot to this. And, you know, a happy album page comes together really quickly. Actually, I'm going to try one thing. I've got my gold journaling pen here. I don't know how this is going to show up on the black, but I'm just going to try it and kind of write next to the white. Oh, that's cool. It's the gold is kind of a metallic ink, and it's a little bit thicker than a regular fine tip journal pen. That looks really neat. That's pretty. So now I've got this kind of double line. I like that. And I don't worry about keeping my line straight. If you wanted to keep your line straight, you could just grab a ruler and do that. I just kind of wing it, and sometimes it looks good and sometimes it looks messy, and I don't worry about it. I like that gold, that's kind of pretty. Oh, thanks, Gail. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. I will write my journaling because I can't journal and chat with you guys at the same time, because then I will end up writing the wrong word and I will spell it wrong. So I'll do my journaling there, but I think that's going to be it. And I'm really excited. This is my first layout in my 2024 album. And like I said, I'm going to do the happy album for my regular everyday documenting of 2024. And I think it'll be nice because it's a little bit smaller format. I mean, it's really like doing, if you put these together, it's pretty close to a 12 by 12. It's like a 12 by 10 basically. So it'll just be, you know, kind of working in a smaller format, but it's kind of fun, something different. I mean, I've been scrapping since 1999, so it's always fun to try something different, right? So thank you guys so much for joining me. I think I'll be back again next week at some point. The rest of this week I'm pretty busy, but next week at some point I will definitely be back. Have to keep going in this happy album and catch up because this is my first one. So yeah, I'll be back again soon. Thanks so much. Have a good rest of your night. Bye, everybody.